Hello, welcome to my second league match of Season 48, playing Sicomatic. I am currently tied first place and last place. All players in the division have an equal record of wins and losses. This is their first match, and I split my first match 3-3. Let's take a look at this kingdom. So we start with shelters and goat. So we get some thinning with goat. Probably we also want to get an amulet to help thin. Raise is not as useful without the states. Devil's Workshop seems like it'll be good. Imps are good, and extra gains are good, like pixies and stuff. So I'm pretty sure I want to open Devil's Workshop amulet. Although, with my split, okay, the Overgrown Estate is not with the pixie. And I'm pretty happy to trash the Necropolis. It doesn't do much for me. The only terminals you might want to play with are like Merchant Guild, and you could build up a deck where you play a bunch of Merchant Guilds in a turn and use the Village Hunting Lodge to redraw. Since draw is a little bit weak here, you can kind of draw to X with Hunting Lodge and get some imps. That seems like a reasonable plan. So you open Amulet, Devil's Workshop, get a bunch of pixies, and get a bunch of Merchant Guilds and villages, maybe get some spices as well, just for some immediate payload. They've got a 5-2, which seems pretty nice. I'm going to stick with my plan here. Yeah, hopefully they draw their Merchant Guild dead here, but there's only a 1 in 6 chance of that. They could have also opted to trash the hovel, but I think triggering the shuffle with all those coppers in there seems pretty nice. They can buy like a spices now. If they drew a copper, they can get an amulet now. On the next turn, get like a village of some sort. The spices Merchant Guild money strategy with a goat and an amulet seems like it should be pretty fast. I don't know that changes my line at all, because I don't see much better to do at this point. So this is a decent draw, turn 3. I see my amulet. I'm going to get a clean shuffle with the amulet in it next turn. And I can even potentially gain a silver if I want to grab an imp. Let's see what this draws. So next turn I've got hovel and 3 coppers in Devil's Workshop. So I'll be able to trash the hovel and buy a 3 cost. And I may even gain a silver. Doesn't quite seem right to get an imp. Just grab a pixie. Yeah, getting the Merchant Guild down and buying double pixies is pretty nice. I think here I'll just grab 2 pixies myself. And hope to get some really good boons off of them. Is there any thought to get like a minstrel at this point? Doesn't seem quite worth it yet. But hopefully this turn I'll be able to see. Wow, those are both really good boons. Hopefully I can see Earth's Gift myself. Or perhaps Field's Gift and be able to afford a Merchant Guild. Those would be the 2 best ones, I think. I'm not really that interested in like Mountain's Gift for the silvers, but I would probably take it. Just so that I can trash a copper and gain an imp. I'll probably also take any of the ones that draw, including Wind's Gift, probably. Yeah, I'd probably take Wind's Gift here. I assume this is another Merchant Guild for them. Okay, just all the pixies. I'm going to keep this for now. I will take that. Okay, I can take a silver, trash a copper. I can trash 2 coppers and gain 2 pixies. I guess that seems like the thing to do. I kind of wanted an imp, but I also want some pixies. Sea's Gift is not the most inspiring gift, and they're probably going to get Earth's Gift here, which is the most inspiring one at this point. Although, yeah, I mean, they can just take an amulet or some villages or something. I really hope to have seen Earth or Field there last turn. C kind of lets me draw 2 cards and let me see the goat. Okay, so I should be able to see Earth's Gift here if I'm not crazy. And then grab some villages. Hopefully I can hit 5. I think I'm going to take a coin off of this amulet. I'm very thin at this point. Look to buy my own merchant guild this turn. I don't think I quite want a silver yet. Yeah, okay. So we take that. What are we taking? We're taking Workers' Village, I think, just for the plus buy. And another amulet? Or Ghost Town. The Workers' Village seems useful. It seems more useful than Wandering Minstrel because I'm almost out of treasures in my deck. And then I could take a Ghost Town here to get the draw up, although the Ghost Town doesn't work that well with the draw to X stuff. So I may just take 2 villages. I could also just take a silver here. Or a Devil's Workshop and just really hammer the imp pile. And not really go that much for draw to X, but use just normal draw. I'm going to get an imp anyways, so I think I'm just going to take 1 silver now, try to draw into it, and be able to afford a merchant guild. Unfortunately, that's not quite what I wanted. Keep. Still take a raise over nothing and get an imp. It's a pretty nice starting hand. Still, I'm a couple turns behind. I don't have any 5s yet. All right, we'll lead on the Pixie. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna take that. All right, so I'm gonna do Amulet, gaining a silver, Imp, Pixie. I think I want to keep my Pixie. Like, it doesn't seem that great to give this Pixie up for silvers when I've got amulets in play. So now the question is, I have 9 money. I want to gain like a merchant guild and a workers' village. Is that right? I feel like I have enough villages, but I just want to gain like a merchant guild and a minstrel and an imp. And then resume trashing next turn. They've got 2 pixies still. Okay. So they've got the hunting lodges. I seem to be drawing with just like imps and villages a little bit more normally. And I've got 2 imps already. They do have 2 merchant guilds. So I need to try to ramp up my merchant guilds pretty quickly. I assume they have a hunting lodge in here. They have 2 in the deck. Yeah, I may gain a silver here and then try to trash some coppers just for density. But yeah, they're drawing deck now. They're getting Earth's Gift. Do they have treasures? They've got a goat still. And I think goat is their only treasure. Trying to figure out what their other card would be if it's not a goat. They still have the Necropolis. Necropolis, goat, and one other card. I only have 2 coppers, right? So they must have goat. Yeah, they must have goat, copper, and Necropolis in their hands, which they could take for 2 villages and then buy something or other. Like 2 raises doesn't seem crazy to me. It's a lot of coffers, but probably just another merchant guild. And I'm still, decently far behind. Oh, they had the Wisp. Okay. They'd already played the Necropolis. That was why I missed that. Yeah, so this could probably just be Merchant Guild raise. The raise gives 2 coffers. And then next turn they can afford like double Merchant Guild, which is really what I need to afford here. Any decent boon, I'll probably take it with this Pixie because I'm not going to get that many more turns of the game. That doesn't really seem like it, though. All right, we normally play that. So my bottom 2 cards, I've got silvers, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and draw into that. One of those. Oops, undo. I don't know what just happened. I just clicked randomly on the screen, apparently. So I can trash a copper. This gives me 9 again. I'm going to gain an imp. So I don't hit 10, which is very sad. It's the number I needed to hit. I could kill a copper and go Merchant Guild. Raise. Does anything help me here? Merchant Guild. Silver. I'm just really low on buys for my current setup. But I don't really want any of the 4s. So I'm going to take 1 Merchant Guild. I'm going to take a Ghost Town, I guess. Ghost Town doesn't seem like it does very much for me, but I'm getting another imp. Ghost Town and take an imp. The Ghost Town just to increase my starting hand space. Yeah, I mean, I had wanted to do the draw to X stuff with the Hunting Lodge. I just wasn't finding just wasn't finding 5 soon enough, and by the time I found 5s, I was far enough behind, I think, that I needed to. The sort of challenge with the Hunting Lodge is they've got a minstrel now themselves, but you kind of got to find them. It can be a little bit awkward. This is what I'll say. So I assume this will be double Merchant Guild for them. But if they want to be a little bit more reliable, they could go Merchant Guild, Hunting Lodge. And then I have to start considering if I can find a pile out somewhere. Yeah, Merchant Guild, Hunting Lodge, copper for 3 makes sense. All right, minstrel. Wowzers. I certainly did bottom deck 2 imps. Workers Village. Okay, this is not like the end of the world. So if I take a coin here, I can trash a copper and buy 2 merchant guilds. And hope to draw them all. I have 2 imps down there. I think I have enough actions for this. Maybe I don't even have enough actions. Minstrel. Yeah, I need another village. So I guess I will just take a merchant guild and a hunting lodge of my own. And 1 copper. So yeah, the build I wanted is essentially the exact build that they've gone for. I think the 5-2 is why I ended up diverging so rapidly. And I thought I had overtrashed early on, although I didn't really. I just missed 5 a couple of times. I think I've still got a little bit of play here in the end game. We'll see what they do here. They've got the 3 hunting lodges. They've got the 2 will-o-wisps. Yeah, that was a really nice boon early on. Yeah, so maybe some of this had to do with wisp stuff too. They got wisp, they got forest and swamp on turn 5 and let them afford 3 pixies and get a bunch of coffers. That's quite a nice turn. I can see like province merchant 2 raises here. It costs 17. You even get some copper as well. The raises give 4 coffers each for 2 money and lower the piles and get a point lead. And then the raises can always trash themselves to find the hunting lodges. I think that last turn for me was a pretty unlikely dud, although I saw almost everything that I needed except for the Devil's Workshop. I guess I saw all my money. I'd like to see the Devil's Workshop and get another imp. Wow. We'll take a coin now. Draw with that. Draw with that. Keep. Keep, I guess. I didn't see my goat, but my hand size is too large to discard. Okay. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 merchant guilds. So they have 6 buys. Which is problematic for me. So I can't like take 2 merchant guilds here. Thinking about just taking like a merchant guild and a province. And a raise. It's 15. I only have 4 buys, so I have to spike something with Pixie to win next turn. I'll have 5 buys. That costs 15. And this is a quite dicey start. I have to draw something off of this minstrel or the ghost town. I think they only have 6 buys. They might have 7 buys and I miscounted. They also might not bottom deck all their hunting lodges, although doesn't look like that's going to have happened. They're close to being able to buy 5 provinces this turn, which is probably going to be good enough to win. I guess not quite, but we'll see what they do here. It's a little bit like they have to add money. They have to add some grain, and they want to lower the pile some, but they don't want to add like a bunch of coppers for coffers because it increases their risk of dudding. Okay. Wow. They take the ghost towns and the provinces. Okay. So I have to hope they dud with the 7 card incoming hand. So I'm going to draw on here. Maybe hit some cool boon with this pixie. That's not really it. Plus 1 coin. Yeah, I didn't even draw a deck there. Yeah. So fairly easy win for them. I don't know, 5-2. Got some good boons early. They went with the plan that I thought was the best plan. I just couldn't find the cards in time. So we move on to game 2.